Have you ever found yourself refreshing your phone, waiting for a text back, or maybe you post something online and suddenly you're checking every few minutes to see how many likes and comments you've gotten? And when they don't come or they're not what you expected, you feel disappointed. I get it. We all do, because at some point we've all fallen into the validation trap. We've all been conditioned from the moment we were kids to seek approval. As children, we are praised when we did well and corrected when we didn't. We learn to associate our worth with external feedback, good grades, compliments, social acceptance. And as we grew up, that conditioning didn't go away. It just evolved. Now, instead of a teacher's approval or a parent's praise, we seek validation in different ways. Through social media, through our jobs, through the way people perceive us. And this isn't just about social media. The validation trap shows up in every area of life. Maybe you've stayed in a job you hated because people respected your title. Maybe you've held back your real thoughts in conversations because you were afraid of being judged. Maybe you have exhausted yourself trying to be what other people wanted instead of who you actually are. The problem with seeking validation, it's a never-ending cycle, because no matter how much approval you get, it's never enough. There will always be another post to make, another opinion to win over, another standard to meet. And the worst part, the more we chase external validation, the more we disconnect from our true selves. So how do we break free from the validation trap? First, we have to become aware of it. Pay attention to when you seek validation. When do you feel the urge to check for approval? Who are you trying to impress? Why? Ask yourself, if no one could see this, if no one could give me feedback, would I still do it? If the answer is no, that's a sign that you might be doing it for the wrong reasons. Start keeping track of the moments when you catch yourself seeking approval. Write them down. Journaling can be a powerful tool here. It forces you to slow down and reflect. The more you track these moments, the more patterns you will notice. Maybe you realize that every time you feel insecure, you post something online hoping for a confidence boost. Or maybe you notice that certain people's opinions affect you more than others. Once you're aware of these patterns, you can start to shift them. Second, start validating yourself. The truth is, most of the approval we seek from others is actually something we should be giving ourselves. If you are waiting for someone to tell you you're good enough, smart enough, successful enough, what if you just decided to believe in yourself? What if you could give yourself that approval without waiting for someone else to hand it to you? This isn't about arrogance, it's about self-trust. The more you practice acknowledging your own worth, the less you'll feel the need for external validation. One way to do this is by creating an internal scoreboard. Instead of measuring success by how many likes you get or what other people say, create your own metrics. Did you show up for yourself today? Did you work toward your goals? Did you act in alignment with your values? When you start measuring yourself by your own standards, external opinions lose the grip on you. Third, detach from external opinions. This is easier said than done, but it's possible. One way to do this is by reminding yourself that people's opinion of you are just that, opinions. They are based on their own experiences, biases, and perspectives, and they often have very little to do with you. The truth, most people aren't even thinking about you as much as you think they are. They're too busy worrying about themselves. Here's a challenge. For 1 week, every time you find yourself worrying about what someone thinks, ask yourself, will this matter in a year? 5 years? Chances are it won't. Training your mind to think long-term helps you put things into perspective and break free from short-term validation seeking. One powerful way to practice this is to do things without announcing them. Instead of posting about every achievement, every workout, every good deed, just do them for yourself. Not everything needs an audience. When you get comfortable doing things for the joy of it rather than the recognition, you'll realize how freeing it is. Try going an entire day or even a week without sharing any accomplishments. See how it feels. Notice how much of what you normally do is tied to seeking approval. This simple experiment can be eye-opening. Another key to breaking free is redefining success on your own terms. What does success look like for you? Not your parents, not your society, not your friends, not the internet, just you. When you create your own definition of success, external approval starts to lose its grip on you. You no longer need everyone's agreement because you're walking your own path. Take a moment to write down what success means to you without considering anyone else's expectations. Is it freedom? Is it inner peace? Is it being proud of who you are at the end of the day? The clearer you get on your own definition, the less you rely on others to define it for you. And finally, build real confidence. Not the kind that comes from likes or compliments, but the kind that comes from doing doing hard things, from showing up for yourself, from knowing who you are. True confidence isn't loud. It doesn't need constant reassurance. It's quiet and steady. It's built by living in alignment with your values, not by chasing applause. Confidence is built through action. Every time you follow through on something you promised yourself, you build trust in yourself. Every time you do something uncomfortable, you grow stronger. Start small, set little challenges for yourself, and prove to yourself that you can handle them. Over time, these small wins stack up, and before you know it, you're no longer looking outside yourself for validation. So if you're tired of feeling like you're only as good as the approval you get, it's time to take back control. Stop waiting for permission to be enough. You already are. The only validation you need is your own. If this message resonates with you, subscribe for more insights on breaking free from limiting beliefs and stepping into your true power. And remember, you are never meant to fit in. You are meant to be legendary.